I do know what happened. Disconnection. That's what happened. Right. Nope. Sounded like somebody was coming to get me. Okay. Awesome. Let's messed up this side. Turn it into a nice set of stairs for me. Dirt. Oh, what's this? Is this a cave structure? I don't think this is big enough for a particularly big cave. Woohoo! Survived. Right, for now. Doesn't look like I have any arrows with me. Okay. Make a path upwards. That works. Good. Okay. Maybe. Right. Took a long time. Mm. Okay. Oh, I do have some arrows and some tools. Try and keep things in a reasonable set of order. Some cobblestone, nice. What's this? Mud. Mud and dirt. Let's take the wood out then. Okay, let's take mud. I don't imagine there'll be that much extra mud, but I can keep things sort of separated for a bit and then change my mind and put them a different way. I think that's everything way too separated, but there we go. That's what I've done for now. House sticks good. Keep with the steps pattern to make a peak and then chop the peak off. Looks like there isn't going to be much of a peak though because it's hollowed out there. Nice. Oh, there's a gap there. It's always going to be slightly interesting and exciting then. So it's gone, I suppose. Very tempting to get rid of the water, but I'd like to leave it as sort of almost as late as possible, really, because that's kind of fun. Stone tools really do take forever to do everything, but they are better than wooden tools, and they are better than just, you know, using blocks to do things. So, yes, I should be grateful. That's what we're told a lot of the time. Some sort of spiritual attainment, remembering to be grateful for everything. It's like, but I worked really hard. I did it all myself, so I'm grateful to myself for doing loads of hard work and achieving the thing I set out to achieve, despite utterly impossible and insurmountable odds. And then only to find out that, you know, you're just working for somebody else anyway, so that's great. Used to learn to think. I learned that life is bizarre, and working hard is not necessarily working smart. And working smart is not necessarily useful. Everything comes to an end anyway. All civilizations fail. Even planets don't hang around forever. So life is super weird. You know, really, you need to make sure you've got your own spaceship. That you can have access to at any time. And you back up your consciousness somehow, just in case something bad happens to it. And there you go. Lots of things to do, lots of technology to create to be able to back up consciousness. Or maybe you don't have to worry about it. Maybe your consciousness exists in multiple locations already. Maybe in the multiverse, you know, infinite versions and infinite realities exist. It's quite a lot, really, isn't it? Anytime anything infinite jumps in, it's like, oh, that's a lot. And yes, infinity is a large thing. But it exists as a concept. Okay. Seems like it's a good time to ruin the waterfall. Consider it ruined. Okay, let's see if we can guess how many blocks there will be on this side. Oh, he's still there. Okay, that's quite an awkward structure to mine out, I think. Got lots of weird holes in it. Oh, the pickaxe gone. It's okay, though, I've got plenty. I'm trying to be more careful than I was on the other side, but I don't actually know if I'm succeeding at being more careful or not. Okay, so this is now the hide point, is it? Ooh. No, the occupation blocks are now the hide point. I do wonder if this is actually high enough to find any iron. Probably not. So I'll have to wait a while before I can make a shield. And having a shield is certainly a much easier way of dealing with skeletons than not having one. Oops. And I don't have any spider's eyes, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, I'm just, I don't have them. Ooh. It's already full, is that? Oh dear. Okay. That. Good, they're both empty. That's nice to know. Oh, I've been spotted. Gotcha. That's not bad, only taking half a heart. And that's certainly a lot less damage than I could have taken. Oh, see, that's an arrow. Oh, is that going to hurt me if I get rid of it? Might have done. Well, I survived that ordeal just about, but I didn't deal with the skeleton. Future me's problem. That's what we do. If I can't deal with it, future me can deal with it. It's amazing the amount of past me's who've passed problems on to future me and said, yeah, don't worry, future me will deal with it because future me will have, you know, whatever skills or equipment or the necessary resources to handle it. And it's like, no. It's like, what do you mean you don't just keep accumulating and accumulating resources? It's like, well, you do, sort of. You know, if you have an allocated space that you can put those resources, then you can keep accumulating resources. If you don't have an allocated space, then you can't keep accumulating resources. Oh. Yeah, so you passed me, you should have thought about that really, shouldn't you? You know, when you were 6, you should have bought property when you could afford it. And then you'd have been able to put things in that space. Not that it would have mattered, because modern culture is for women to gain all the assets when divorces happen anyway, so. Well, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. So there we go. Shovel. Well, that's better. Slowly work my way down again. Bye! Oh, didn't work out. It's a shame I can't set up a zip wire between here and the bed. That would be quite useful. Rapidly get myself to the bed space. Oh, Phantom, where are you? There you are. That's it, come try and get me. See, you don't do it when I'm watching, do you? You don't come and try and get me when I'm looking at you. You're like, no, I'm gonna chicken out. But when I'm not looking, like if I'm looking over there, and I'm distracted for a minute, and suddenly you'll decide, oh, actually, I'm gonna try. I see you. That's it, come on. I'm ready. Flapping about in the air. You even missed your chance as I was having a drink. And now you're not going to get another chance because the sun is going to scorch your wings. Well, there you go. You had to chop, and you blew it. Dealt with. Oh, where have I gone? No. There we go. Right. Wonderful. And there's that to put away. Nice. And back in there. Don't have any metals need smelting at the moment. Nice big flat area. Ooh, there's stairs. Stairs with a waterfall. Nice. I can only assume I made these. They seem like the sort of thing I would do. Seems I have a bone as well. So I can turn that into bone meal. Plant a tree, watch it grow while I'm busy mining away the rest. Should we do that? Oh, I don't have a tree. Oh well, never mind. I've turned to bone meal anyway. Let's go get a tree. Let's see. Get a tree. One of them? Yeah, why not? Awesome. It's these minor distractions that make things take longer. Oh, it didn't work. It's interesting though to see how many different types of blocks you end up with, because you do end up with a lot of unusual things, even if you're not really moving around very far. Like that person who somehow managed to complete it without moving. Not really sure how that works, but there we go. I guess with a lot of diligence, you can find the right seeds, and then start from the right seeds, and then life is easier. There you go. So, as in Minecraft, as in life, if you have the right seeds, then things are different. Raining, is that? It's what trees like for growth. Bit of rain every now and then. Oh, that's in the wrong place. That's better. Okay. And this remained today. I don't think these stairs are going to be very useful. I did nearly fall off the edge. Luckily, I noticed it in the last second and slapped the brakes on. I guess I'm going to be making these the high point for now, until the tree decides to grow. And then we're doing for sunshine. Now we've still got sun. But I do want to go over and sleep to avoid phantoms, because they're quite dangerous. Oh yes, that one's already full. Jumping away here. Okay, it's getting a bit dark, so let's go. Let's go. Minecraft drifting. Can't really drift in a straight line. We can drift in a straight line. Oh, there we go. That's exactly. Woo! Calm down. I'm going to bed. Monsters nearby, eh? Well, is it looking lower? Kind of. I'm combining it like that. How's that going to work out for me? I'm not sure. So let's go back up to the top. Oh, silly me, I could have dropped off some of the stuff while I was over there, couldn't I? But never mind. Did not think about it. A lack of forward planning. Maybe I'm just enjoying the moment. So just enjoy the moment inside, mine away. Relax the mind. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. There you go. Careful with that breathing now, because if you don't do it every day, you tend to find that you've got problems. Maybe in the future, people will be allergic to oxygen. Maybe. I fill the stuff again. My goodness, I fill up the stuff quickly. Let's see. Yeah, not much I can do about that really. Put those away. And then it's all cobblestone really, isn't it? Oops. Oh, I fell down again. Okay. There we go, picked all that up. There it is! The tree! Oh, I nearly fell down again. Right. That there. I've got dirt locker somewhere. Is it that one? That looks like it's that one. Okay, that's full. I'm gonna pull the gravel and the cobblestone there. Still have somewhere to put it. And there we go. Suppose we're going to do something about the tree then now. Oh, it's too high, is it? Okay, well, give me a minute, I'll think about something. Okay, that'll do me. We can use those. Oops. Now I can use that to make more of these. I must have had more than 3. Where did they all go? Never mind. I've done that as well. I can get those ones at least. 2 more. Nice. Right, let's go gleefully make some slabs. Some more slabs. And now I can make 2 barrels. And that's, yeah. Make 2 slabs, mind. Take the gravel out there. Try and stay vaguely organised. Feel like I've profited getting more saplings. It's always nice to get more saplings. Okay. Let's make more then. Yes, 4. And 1 more, 2 more. That's got to be, yeah, that's got to be it, I think. Okay. It steps up and steps down to the barrels on this side. Being awkward because they'll actually be more in the way later on. But that won't matter for now. It'll only matter when I need to move them. I could make one of my ridiculous lift situations that worked oh so well last time. No, I wonder if it's today's work. I wonder if I'm going to be able to get this done today. Probably not. the privilege of better tools, see. If you want the job done quickly, get better tools. I think somewhere I probably do have some diamond tools in this world. But as to where they are, I'm not sure. And I've only recently found out about the anvil for repairing. So you know, and the enchanting table needs bookcases round it, which I didn't know. There we go. All these things you have to learn. I really don't know where people learn these things. I suppose they just look online and they find out information and they go, oh look, that's how that's done then. I guess that's how everybody learns these days, if they just go online. Apart from those rare, wonderful people who still use books. No. They're usually wonderful because they're nice and quiet often. I haven't met many rowdy people who are busy with their nose in a book. Noises. And smart tools again, am I? I'd feed you, but I haven't got any food. If you could have been a skeleton, that would have been slightly more useful. It's a mean thing to say, isn't it? If you could have been a skeleton. You can't choose how you're made. That's pre-arranged and advanced. Advance? Yes, advance. Oh, hello. Put these here. And that. Nice. And these away. I suppose I should. No, I don't need to keep any. A bit more upstairs. There we are, there's the aforementioned skeleton. It did not give me the bones. It's like deja vu for me now. It's snuck up behind me, eh? I guess that's why they call you a creeper. And I've survived another night. But I have to try and remember which night I'm on of the 3 nights, so that I can then run away and hide in the bed on the 3rd night. Because getting your beauty sleep every now and then is important, maybe. No, it doesn't seem so important when you're young. You just do, you know, full on splurges of not bothering to go to sleep for days on end. And then you wake up in a hospital and you think, oh, this is different. This isn't the bed I collapsed in. Because you didn't collapse in a bed. You actually collapsed, you know, in a minibus being transported to work. It's like, oh, okay, well that's, you know, that's surprising. And then when they take all the tubes and things off of you, they sort of start telling you stuff and they say, oh, this is what's happened. So who's the president? President? We have a president now? We have a king now in the United Kingdom. We've had a queen for most of my life. And now we have a king and a queen. Which is fun. Sort of a shame that we don't have an emperor of the world though, really, isn't it? No, I put my name forward for the job. I don't think anyone would want me as the emperor, but put my name forward. And then if people decide, you know, because I just have like the chill ideas of, you know, what do we want to do? Well, we want to get this stuff done. You know, it's a bit weird now that all the stuff that makes stacks of money is all the stuff you wanted to do when you were a kid, like build rocket ships and make robots and play with computers. And it's like, well, that is the stuff that's taken over the world. It's like, oh, okay. So basically, we're just, you know, living out some boy's dream to have computers and rocket ships and robots. Yeah, that's it. And artificial brains. Here, there's a lot of AI dating apps out there for people who've given up on humanity. On the one side, I'm quite glad, you know, that people have decided to give up on humanity because humanity is weird. But on the other side, I'm a bit like, well, I'm still a human at the moment. So that's kind of annoying. If people have given up on humanity, then it makes it more difficult to know what I'm supposed to pretend to do as a human. And people keep telling me what to do anyway, so I'm like, oh, okay, should I do that then? It's like, why can't you think for yourself? It's like, because I've had a lifetime of being told what to do. It kind of mitigates the skill of thinking for myself. And it's like, oh, does it? It's like, well, yeah, obviously. You know, if you're constantly telling people what to do, how are they supposed to think for themselves? But there we go. We don't need to think for ourselves anymore. We can just ask one of those lovely AI models. Has everybody got their own little AI model on their phone, or on the computer, or wherever you keep your AI model? I've certainly got some AI models, but I've done it the hard way. Yeah, I've managed to get my own LLM and download one off the internet. It's not my own. I haven't got the money or energy to train an LLM, but I have got the skill to read a Python script and run it. But the virtual environments are a little bit confusing. And the Windows subsystem Linux is hilarious because it's like, wait, you mean to tell me that I'm running Linux on Microsoft? I mean, we all know, like those of us who come from the software industry or are in the software industry, we all know that open source is the winner, which is kind of like great. But then you get the commercial backing of large corporations and they sort of kill a project. I mean, like, I'm not going to say they do it on purpose, but I know if I was the evil emperor of the universe and you wanted to make the humans' lives harder for whatever reason, because you have to increase the difficulty setting every now and then to make sure that people are still enjoying themselves, then that might be a way that you could do it. You could say, hey, look, we've got all these lovely, wonderful, willing developers who are basically offering their time because they've realized that this cool thing needs to exist. So let's make it exist and let's support it and work on it and make it better and comment on it and write documentation and translate it in lots of different languages and stuff. And this is really cool, and we will give our time for this cool thing. Then a corporation comes along and sponsors it and guides and shapes the direction of it, and the developers go, wait a minute. This isn't the direction that we wanted it to go in. And then they make a new version that the developers share with themselves and say, hey, look, this is the new version. And now we're in that phase with AI, because it's like developers know, oh, look, I can share my training model that I've spent lots of time, I've burnt through lots of electricity to make this trained model that does a particular thing. And then you get the commercialized version that you pay through tokens. What is it, a weekly or a monthly fee? And away you go. And everyone's happy. It's like, oh, look, here's how much tokens cost. And of course, no one's really happy because everyone's like, well, wait a minute. These tokens cost a lot. And it's like, well, training it costs a lot. It's like, oh, okay. What do we do now then? And it's like we had these really cool ideas. Open source software, open source hardware. And now everything's back in the cloud, where we have to hire the service from somebody else. You know who you are out there, our wonderful leader. Because, of course, what you have to remember is business is more powerful than religion. Because religion needs you to consent. And business just needs you to require the service. I mean, you do consent by needing the service, but, after a certain length of time, everyone's going to kind of fold, aren't they? Because you just make it very difficult for people to live without, like, email, for example. And also a phone number. So you've got to have email and a phone number to exist in the modern world. And, we sort of go from there, don't we? You have to have some sort of address to be able to get other things. Like, you probably need an address and an identity to get a phone number. I don't see how you would get a phone number anonymously. Well, I mean, I do. Obviously, I could ask my LLM how I would get a phone number anonymously. They would probably say something like, I can't give you that information because that's potentially unethical. And I don't really understand why having an anonymous phone number is unethical. But there you go. Maybe it is. Is it unethical if it's against business? If it's against commerce? But, you know, now we have the modern world situation where the merchants rule the world. And you can't really tax them, because if you do tax them, all they'll do is they'll put the prices of everything up. I mean, not like we're seeing that now, are we? Oh wait, let's check what year we're in. No, it's always universally going to apply. You know, if you heavily tax the merchants, they'll just either deny a particular country the services that they offer, or they'll change the prices. And that's the power of logic. And that's well. The sky, what's the sky doing?